So now we are ready to begin. So let's begin with 3 ohms as usual. Bring your awareness to the perineum. Oh, sorry, our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, please be aware you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and I don't take any responsibility towards it. So with that understanding, we begin, and therefore please make sure that you are cautious in not straining yourself in any way, and that should keep us all in good shape. Okay. Now, so let's begin with the chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb. We begin with Lam as we squeeze at the perineum. Lam. Lam. Release the fingers and continue. Lam. Now, bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. We do Vam. Vam. Release the fingers, continue. Vam. Now bring the awareness behind the navel, in the middle of the body, pressing on the middle finger. We do Ram. Ram.
Ram.
Ram. Release the fingers, continue. Ram. 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 Now, bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do Yam, pressing on the index finger. Yam. 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 Yum. 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 Release the fingers, continue. Yum. 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 Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum. Thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. 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 Release the fingers. Continue. Hum. 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 Now bring the awareness to the throat, and here we will do hum, thumbs up, loose fist.
Sure.
Hum. Hum. Release the hands. Continue. Hum. Hum. Middle of the head, we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand, continue.
Chum.
Chum. Chum. Now, bring the awareness to the top of the head. We do Om. Release the hand, continue. Now, we go on to the Ujjay Pranayama, the happy face breathing. So those of you who know it, please proceed. And those of you who need further direction, we'll get to that in a moment. For those of you who are doing, keep the palms open and thumb facing up. That way, there will be greater impact. So for those of you who need directions, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck. Focusing there, make a big smile with the cheeks coming out, and you'll find a slight stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth. As you inhale and exhale, feel like the air is rubbing along the place where you have stretched in the bottommost part of the mouth. It's literally the vocal cords that you're stretching. And focusing there, as you inhale, feel it's like a mild sucking sensation as the air is rubbing there. And when you exhale, feel it's like a reverse sucking sensation. So please continue. Now we can go on to shoulder rotations. Inhale, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down, and continue the Ujjayi breath. Now, as you inhale, lift up your hand and stretch up, lifting up the chin. Exhale, bring the hand down with the chin coming down to the chest. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we can go on to the neck exercises. As you exhale, gently tilt your head, bringing one ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back, and exhale, go towards the other shoulder, and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back up. Now we turn the head in all the four directions. Three directions we do Ah, chin down we do Ma. First round we will do 3 times, second round once. Take a deep breath in, turn to the right. Ah, ah, ah. To the left. Ah, Now take the head to the back. Chin to the chest. Now, once in each side, to the right, to the left, to the back, chin to the chest. Now we bring the chin straighten the head, and we do 3 ohms or ahs above the head. Now, bring the chin down to the chest, and we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now let's go reverse. Now, complete the last round, and then we can stretch the hand out in front of us. Inhale, lift up the palm, stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing fist. Inhale up and stretch. Exhale down. Continue. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Keep the fist and go around the wrist. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Elbows by the side of the chest, by the side of the shoulders, fist below the chin. Inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms, and as you exhale, close the fist again and come down. Inhale and exhale. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Interlock the fingers, bring it behind the head. As you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back. Continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. Exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow, inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back up. Bring the hands behind the back, get hold of the elbows. Take a deep breath in. Expand the chest, pull back the shoulders. As you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now get hold of the hips behind your back. As you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Keep alternating the two sides. Now, last inhalation, exhalation. Now we cross one leg over the other. As you exhale, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder and turn the head the other way. Exhale, inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Now we cross over the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, inhale, release. Now we can stand up. And as you inhale, you can bend at the knees. You can keep your hand at the hips, or if you don't have good balance, you can hold a chair. Inhale down, exhale up. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Keep the feet 2 feet apart and we go around the hips. Inhale and exhale. Shift the weight from one leg to another as you circle around the waist. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last exhalation. Now we do the pelvic bend. So those of you who don't have good balance, you may sit down, and the others keep the feet shoulder width apart inside of the feet parallel to each other. And as you inhale, Holding the elbows behind the back, lift up the chin and stretch the shoulders backward. And as you exhale, bend at the waist, keeping the chin up and shoulder pulled back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale and feel the stretch from the hips to the bottom of the feet. Inhale and slowly come up. Take your seat and we do the alternate nostril breathing, 6 breaths. That is 3 cycles. Inhale from the left nostril, exhale to the right. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. 2 breaths making 1 cycle. We will do 3 cycles. Now, let's get ready for first round of Bastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Deep breath to the right nostril. Hold the breath. Exhale to the left. and then we do one Brahmari. Bring your awareness to the chest area and mentally vibrate Haim, 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 Haim. After a minute, you can make it Haim Nam, Haim Nam, Haim Nam. Now bring the awareness to the bottommost part of the sternum And from there, feel a rising vibration going up through the head. And that vibration feels like I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. Now we go on to
do the seven
spinal
mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jime, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jime, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jime, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Aim Shim Jim Jaim Haim Aim O. 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 Aim.
Now we can go on to our Bastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath to the right nostril, hold the breath, exhale to the left, and then one Brahmari. Let's go on to the next round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Deep breath to the right nostril. Hold the breath. Exhale to the left, and then one Brahmari. Let's get ready for the last round of Bastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. exhale, 60, exhale, 70, exhale, 80, exhale, 90, exhale, 20, exhale. Deep breath to the right nostril, hold the breath, exhale to the left, and then one Brahmari. Now we go on to meditation. We can get ready. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel a lightness come in your shoulders, your body, your head. If you have a personal method of meditation, you can proceed. Otherwise, bring the awareness behind the lowermost part of the sternum and feel a rising vibration going through the body and out of the top of the head. And that rising vibration can be visualized as 3 syllables. Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om. So please continue. And we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, become aware of your senses, from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we are born. With that, we end the session, and today being Sunday, we are open for any questions, any discussions. So those of you who are on the attendee list, if you want to come into panelist, you are welcome to do so. So if any of you have a question, you can unmute and speak up. Or a suggestion for a topic for discussion.
Can we discuss, Dr. Rajan, the yogic diet that we can follow on a day-to-day basis?
The simple guidance of yogic diet is, if you eat something, it should not make you feel heavy. There should be no smell coming out of that food, smell coming out of you, or in the breath or in the sweat. And the stool that you pass must be normal, without forming gas, or without undue discomfort and things like that. So each person is their unique person. So each person, what suits a person, one person may not suit another person. In general, as people age, a vegetarian diet is usually better, because what we see is that people change as the nadis purify. And so in the yogic and the Ayurvedic system, it is recognized as the person becomes more sattva, the person eats easier food to digest, things that are not too spicy. So those are the guidance. In fact, you may find it a little bit of a chuckle that from the yogic system, sweets are considered of the sattva nature. Okay? Whereas on the other hand, from a common perspective, people will say sugar is bad, sweet is bad, and things like that. But what it is, and of course, sugar, the brain can only take sugar. It cannot use protein or anything. So I call sugar as brain food. But on the other hand, everything suited to you, not only the item, but also the quantity that is suited for you, is what is really right. So the key element that is suggested is, always eat when you are in complete balance and peace of mind. And look at the food that you're there, and if it doesn't feel right for you, don't eat it. And the part is, what you gravitate towards when you're in complete balance and peace of your mind, that is the right food for you. And the quantity too, what feels right for you in a balance. The idea should not be to eat so much to fill the belly as much as what is satisfying for you. And of course, when we are not sensitive to our being in that calm state and what the inner being wants, then we will tend to overeat and we will tend to eat the wrong items.
And do you agree with the fact that one should take 7 to 8 glasses of water a day? Because there are some controversial discussions on this.
No,
And,
the thing is, I believe you should drink water when you're thirsty. And if you have, unless the mind gets into such a state where it is absorbed into other external things, where it is unable to sense within, then that is a difficult thing. But if you can keep the balance of mind and your sense within, then in which case you should drink water when you're thirsty. In fact, my mother and I drink very little water during the day. But on the other hand, I would say we probably drink about 2 glasses of water a day. Okay? But on the other hand, what happens is we are drinking or consuming liquid in so many other different forms. We are having tea at least twice a day. And then with meals, having, yes, a watery gravy, dal, and then you're having like yogurt, buttermilk, and things like that. So you're having so many of it coming in so many different ways. Just in order to drink water, if you take more and more, it doesn't make sense. You need to sense if the body wants it.
Just one more question, Dr. Rajan. There is a belief that one should not take fruit immediately after food. Are you in agreement with that? Because it has a faster, speed of digestion.
Yeah, actually, this is something I have heard from Ayurvedic folks. That is what they generally say. And the interesting part is in traditional, what I would call religious feast kind of diet in South India, fruit is actually served as part of the meal, and usually fruit is served in the first half, not necessarily as the first thing. Okay, so I'm not clear about it, but in general, again, I will say, just because it digests faster, if you're eating it with other food, they all mix together any case. They're all going to digest in their own way, right? So I'm not so clear about it. If you think in terms of fruit salad with ice cream in it or whatever, or if you think in terms of, even within various tradition, you make pineapple chutneys and things like that with raisins and all of those things. And you eat it with food and all of this. And there are people who like to eat the mango pulp along with their roti. And so what it is what can I say?
That's right. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Rajan.
You're welcome.
Dr. Rajan, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
We do this spinal exercise like turning the neck and all those things. Are we doing it from a physical point of view, or do they have any yogic advantage?
See, what happens is, I find, from my perspective and my experience and understanding of yoga, it is very clear that the Yoga Sutra does not mention any particular specific practice as much as the principle of practice, right?
Yeah.
And also what happens is, in the Tantra Yoga tradition, many of the things about chanting, vibrations, all of that come from the Tantra Yoga tradition. Now, the Hatha Yoga tradition, actually, you may find it a little surprising to hear that Hatha Yoga does not come in the purest form of yoga that comes from the Yoga Sutras.
Yoga Sutra, okay.
Because what it is the Hatha Yoga, the yoga as a philosophy goes even before the Brahma Sutras was written. So in other words, the six ancient philosophies of India, the last philosophy written was Brahma Sutra by Vyasa after he compiled the Vedas. So you can understand how old the Yoga Sutras are, right? So now what has happened is the Hatha Yoga texts are only about 1,000 years old or less. And so whereas the Yoga Sutras go like 5,000 plus years old, right? So what has happened is the key element of yoga to understand what works for you and what is effective in order to clear the nadis, which means clearing the mind, feeling good in the body and mind. That is where the yoga practice are working towards, so that eventually you can connect beyond the body and have a cosmic awareness. And what is the meaning of cosmic awareness? Well, for this, we go to the Yoga Sutras, but before I explain over there, the question that you asked is that when we turn the head and then we do ah, or we do all these sounds, can you feel that there is a greater level of lightness coming in that part of the body?
Probably.
And the thing is basically different people have expressed it in different ways. There is one person who's not here. She was mentioning that every time she does that, she finds she needs to the ability to go around the neck is better and the neck feels a lot looser.
Yeah,
right?
that's mainly, yes.
Yeah, so vibrations open out in a more effective way. That's why we also do our chakra vibrations, right?
Correct.
So,
yeah.
So that is the benefit of it. And as I was saying, from the perspective of yoga, the Yoga Sutra gives the principles of the higher connection into the cosmic intelligence. What is the meaning of that? Well, in the first way to understand it is when the mind becomes completely quiet, where the mind is no longer wandering, and the mind becomes completely blank. That is considered the state of dhyana. And that state of dhyana, when that happens, in chapter 3 of the Yoga Sutras, where it goes into more detailed discussion, it actually explains it as a word called Nirodha Parinama. Nirodha Parinama means that everything that is external is negated, so that there is nothing more from external that is being affected within you. You have complete silence within you. Out of that comes the next stage called Samadhi Parinama, and which of course is the eighth of the after dhyana comes Samadhi. So in the Samadhi Parinama, what happens is you develop cosmic connectivity. Now, what is the meaning of cosmic connectivity? The first chapter of the Yoga Sutra itself establishes light on that. It says the nature of cosmic connectivity is Ritambhara Tatra Prajna. When you go into Samadhi, Ritambhara Tatra Prajna. In other words, you connect into the cosmic awareness, and that cosmic awareness, you become open to Prajna. Prajna, the easiest translation I can do for you is intuitive potential. You can mentally imbibe whatever you need to know from the cosmic intelligence. Then out of that comes the next, actually Ritambhara Tatra Prajna, as it explains in this, when you have Samadhi in the first chapter, it is broken up in the third chapter, where it goes on to say, From Samadhi Parinama comes what is called Ekagrata Parinama. Ekagrata Parinama is the state where you can mentally ask a question and get answer back. That is the state of prajna that comes from the Samadhi state of connectivity. So what is happening is all the practices that we are doing are only to purify the nadi that can take you into that meditative connectivity. In fact, we only do about 10 minutes of meditation in the end. In reality, we should be doing much longer meditation. But the thing is, you see, however, within a group where people come in, they are looking at yoga more from the perspective of physical benefit. But that is okay. That will lead to the higher metaphysical benefits as one goes along with the practice. And so that is the reason vibrations are so important, because it helps to accelerate the cleanup. In fact, the equal and opposite vibration of your system that helps to calm you and take you into the higher meditative state, the word used for the equal and opposite meditation, equal and opposite vibration is called Rik. Rik, you have heard of the Rig Veda, right?
Rig Veda, yes.
Yeah, but the real meaning of Rik is a syllable. That one syllable that is suited for you, that will take you into meditation. So by Rik, if you have the right Rik for you, you can transcend and connect into the cosmic intelligence. And when you are able to connect, and the cosmic flow is called Rita. So using the Rik, you connect into the Rita. And when you connect into the Rita and you become a wise person, that connecting into the Rita is called, when you attain that, you're called a Rishi. So the Rik, Rita and Rishi are all connected from the same root.
Starting from R.
Yes, from Rik. So the thing is, that is the power of vibrations. Vibrations are extremely powerful. They are the higher elements of yoga, but most people have difficulty empathizing with it. But we use a lot of vibrations all over the place, right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dr. Rajan, I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
So are you suggesting that vibrations can clear the karmic content in you? Because I find it hard to believe that you can do something and then vibrate on a few mantras and make them go away.
Okay. There are two levels of it. Now, what are karmas that are coming from a previous lifetime? That's a different matter. But wherever you create reactions in this lifetime and you're feeling unhappy, you have regrets or things like that, the moment you have come out of an emotional reactivity, if you sit and do the chakra vibration, within 10-15 minutes, you will feel that the emotional reactions you had will start to clear up, right? So what is happening is, it can have some degree of impact of karmas that you have to deal with immediately, but on the other hand, it may not clear all the karmas, right? So there are two people who are waiting with their hands up. I don't know who is ahead and who is second, but one of you please go ahead and start speaking.
Raj.
Yes, go ahead. Yes. Sharlaji, I don't hear you. Maybe you want to be straight in front of the computer. Yes. If you speak straight, it will probably come through. No, I don't hear you.
While we're waiting for her.
Yes, you go ahead, Satyapalji.
Okay, I have no question, but two comments. One, I used to eat fresh fruit with every meal. and there was a pressure around the heart. So I talked to one of the physicians who also practices Ayurveda. She told me to separate the fresh fruit from the food meals by 1 hour. And that helped me. That's my pressure around the heart is gone.
Yeah, the pressure in the around your heart that you were feeling is really gas.
Yes. So she advised me to separate.
Exactly. So what happens is, for you started eating your fruit 1 hour apart from the meal, right?
Correct.
Before or after?
It did not matter.
It did not matter. So there you go. So any fresh food that's not cooked food or whatever, separating out may make the difference. But let me ask you the second question. The thing is basically, when you were having the fruit earlier on, when it was creating that, did you have the fruit in the early on in the meal, later in the meal, or when?
With the meal itself, like with breakfast, I'll take the banana one bite and eat a part of the breakfast. And with the meals, I used to use it as a salad. With the
Okay.
dinner or lunch, the fresh fruit was a part of a salad. So she said, fresh plant food, which is not fruit, that can be taken with the meals, but not the fruit itself.
Mm.
Okay, the second thing is about how much water we should drink every day. I was listening to one physician, and the same thing said. Sadhguru also said the same thing, that don't worry about counting how many ounces you drink. Check your urine. If it is pale yellow, you are okay. If it is white with no color, then you are drinking too much.
Yes.
Darker color, then you are drinking less. You should drink more.
Actually, that's a very good test for people who want to know how much they have water to drink.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Sharlaji, can you speak now? No, we still don't hear you. Why don't you type your question in the chat box or your comment? We don't hear you.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes, go ahead.
I have just a comment
Yes.
about the fruit.
Hmm.
I had a lot of eczema on my body, and I was having a blood coming out and all these things. So there is an institute here in Austin. They say you should eat fruits only, because the man in the early ages, he was a monkey and always used to eat fruits. So I started, he says you eat fruit 3 hours apart, and one kind of fruit, only one kind of fruit. So I did that for 6 months. My old skin and everything was gone. So it's just a comment.
Yeah, the thing is, again, everybody is different.
Yeah.
That is why what you do is you do what is right for you. Okay. So, Hiraji, okay, you have the question, okay, in the chat box. So let's look at it. How much role genetic has in autoimmune diseases? See, this is a very interesting question. The first question to ask is, what is an autoimmune condition? And in fact, next Sunday's, seminar is about understanding autoimmune conditions and allergies and autoimmune conditions. In fact, people may not realize that what happens is any place where there is a allergy response, it is actually the immune system response that is happening. Okay? And so, in a sense, all allergies are an autoimmune condition. But unlike, say for instance, cancer, which is also considered an autoimmune condition, where the body reprograms and the cancer just grows, right? So there are really two extremes of it. In between, you have other conditions, like people who get, psoriasis. It's considered an autoimmune condition. But what happens is, if people are very careful with their diet, habits, meditation, breathing, and all of that, they're able to overcome it. Okay? So just like in allergies, when you're able to identify your allergen and avoid the allergen, you don't have the reaction. But if you get exposed to it, you may have a slight reaction to it. So the thing is, basically, the answer is yes, it is genetic. Actually, we have a system now over here where we can actually measure. We can go to the level of chromosomes. And I was doing a test 3-4 days back where I put a few drops of 4% milk into a few drops of it, and I tested it, putting it in there, and it showed my 19th chromosome got affected as a result of that. And I could feel, if I drink full fat 4% milk, I can feel tightness coming into the body and all of that, and it actually showed it was affecting chromosome 19. Okay? And it was very interesting for me. If I use skim milk, it is also affecting, but not as much. It is like the effect of a skim milk on the chromosome 19. Let's say if it is a certain amount, the impact of the 4% milk is like 4 times larger. Immediately I can see the impact on the chromosome. So obviously, any autoimmune condition has a genetic component, and many of you are aware of women who carry a particular gene who are prone towards breast cancer, right? So now what happens is, again, think of it. Any autoimmune condition requires a trigger. And the thing is, you see, we may not be aware of what the trigger is, and it can be part of common life. And once the trigger comes on, then the condition that is there within the genetic structure will get activated. So the answer is yes. But autoimmune conditions are related to genes. However, they need to be triggered. Okay, so it looks like Hiraji may be typing something. No, okay. So we'll end the session today. So it's 7:30 now, Eastern Time. Namaste, and see you all tomorrow.